Hi, beautiful angels. So I've been wanting to make a video on my little dolls that I create for you all. So these little dolls, I know they look super funky, but there's a process. There's a reason why it takes so long when you buy these dolls. So this one is already, it has the energy of the person that purchased the doll. Now, the energy takes me a couple of days because what I do, and I will show you right now. Let me just put away. Okay, I have a doll in here. Okay, so what happens is I'll get the doll, right? And this is all completely handmade. My hands are full of herbs. Please excuse my nails. There's all the herbs. And here I will add, the first thing that I do to the doll is I will add the energies, right? This is the person that you want to have more control over. Sorry, I had to like pause the video. I heard a like a smash in the background, and I thought it was my husband in the kitchen, like, I don't know, closing a cabinet or something. He's like, babe, like, go over there. And the video before this one was me sharing the new moon in Virgo. And in order to share with you all, this beautiful ritual that I've created, I did it for myself and my family, a lot of gratitude, and I added a lot of like clearing and healing. I put a lot in my work. So this was hours and hours ago that I put it, and it was still burning. And it was just a little, I kid you not, it was just like the end of the candle, very little flame at the end, and you heard this large like a clash. I thought it was like a cabinet slamming or something. And my husband calls me, he's like, babe, and I go over there, he's like, one of your glasses just like exploded. And it doesn't happen a lot. This is why you never leave spiritual work alone. You just don't leave it alone. Again, this was like my spell that I left there. Very little flame. I was not expecting it to blow up because, like I said, it's something that just happens very rare. But when you put a lot of energy in your work, especially I manifested something huge, and there's a lot of disturbance through what I went through, and so there's not somebody's not very happy with me, and even though I send them love and I send them healing, and just so they could balance and find their truth, I can't change their mind of how they are and whatever. So yeah. I will post a picture of the blown up spell on my Instagram. So for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you get to see, magic. Chaotic magic. Getting back to our doll. So I add a lot of energy to these dolls. So what I first do is I scribe the names of who you are wanting to take more control over. Of course, I set your intention. Usually these dolls are a lot of love. I've had healing dolls where you feel like somebody, if like they have anxiety or they have like mental issues, creating a doll to help them heal that you could add love and energy to. Because sometimes when you try to give this person like love and healing and try to calm them, they don't listen to that because they're very in their mind. So I don't do those a lot. I do them every once in a while. That takes even longer. So this is why I tell you to have a lot of patience, because it's not just like poof, there it is. The reason why these dolls have a lot of energy is because they take a couple of days. First I have, of course, the fabric, which I pretty much use anything that I like. I go to the different craft stores. I'll go to Hobby Lobby, Joann Fabrics, and I get, I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. I actually got this to make some skirts that I thought was really pretty. And I think these are from Michaels. I could be wrong. I think these are from Michaels. So it's almost like little, like when you think about little gingerbread men, okay? And that's how I cut them. I don't have like a whatchamacallit. I literally just use a pen or whatever and I just kind of eye it. So that's what that is. And then on there, I will write the person's entire name and birthday because you want to add their full energy to the doll. If you want them to be committed to you, then what I do is right over their name, I will put your name. But I don't add too much of you because the purpose of the doll is to get their energy into the doll so you could have more domination over it. Once all of that is done, then I add the herbs, I add oils, I do sacred symbols on them. And of course, you could follow your own intuition and use your own magic when you're creating the dolls. The main thing is, of course, their names. And then I add their picture. So once the doll has their energy, I kind of give it moon magic or candle magic just to give that doll that energy it needs. Like I said, I take a few days because I like to add that excess, frequency to the dolls. Once all of that is done, then it comes to the actual adding stitches. With each stitch, and you'll see that they're very sloppy. There's a reason for this. When I do these dolls, I know the type of person that I'm working on. For example, this person is a liar. They lie a lot to their beloved, and the poor dear drinks all his Kool-Aid. So I could tell just by the stitchings because I will state through a stitch of truth, and you notice that's either hard or the thread breaks. Something, when you're trying to add something and it goes, off, that there's a block there. That's how we work in magic. Everything means something when it comes to magic. So then I know, what herbs I need to add. I'll add like more mandrake, or for instance, here I have rue, I have hibiscus, I have cilantro seeds, which are coriander seeds, lavender, because I want healing, I want abundance, I want favor, but I also want peace and joy. In my work, I always do healing because generally, somebody needs healing. This person, their healing is that they tend to fidget. So I bring a lot of healing to them. And then once that is all ready, then I add the energy of binding. And then, of course, I share this with you because this is what happens. You get the doll and then you want to know what you have to do. So this is the part. I guess I should have opened the ribbon before I started the video. Here we go. Now, the ribbon doesn't have to be anything fancy. Example, this one's really pretty. It has like little flowers on it. I like it always to have some type of red because red signifies passion. Once again, you could find the ribbons at the craft stores. They're literally less than $1 for the thinner ones. So once I do that, I will bind the doll. And I'm going to bind it stating the person's name. Okay, so I did so you notice that I start up here, then I go through the back. So it's almost like I have bound this doll and I set intentions of what I want each knot and tie to be for. So then you get this doll and it always has extra. So you want to state, I'll do a knot and stay commitment. Do a knot and state fidelity. So whatever it is that you want this person to do, now a lot of people don't understand this is very powerful. This is a representation of the person that's energy is in the doll. So a lot of you tell me, oh my beloved, there's no communication. So I will say, well, talk to the doll. When you get the dolls, of course. I don't tell everybody to talk to the doll because not everybody has a doll. Anywho, I'm tired. So I will say, what do you want your beloved to know? You tell the doll. So if your beloved's name is X, Oh, X, I was thinking, maybe next week we could try to get together and just, do a little getaway, just hang out, you and me, very romantic. Whatever it is that you're wanting your beloved through the doll, you talk to it. Because a lot of the times, the energies that I get is, lack of communication. They don't listen to you, or they're ignoring you, or you're talking to them, but they're not, they're not hearing you. And then you guys send them books as texts, and then they look at it and they become overwhelmed. I don't like text. Don't send me a book through text. Like, if you want to send me a book, call me. That's me. And it might just be that I'm old school. I feel like people are hiding behind the text or hiding behind, the messages. Let's have a conversation. So, that's why I love, talking in person, but I generally will not send you a book unless it's like a reading that I have to send you. So take it as in, if you're receiving these books, they become overwhelming. Now, men are like, and I'm sorry guys, I'm not trying to bash you, but, and in today in general, people are very picture. Everybody wants a picture, everybody wants a little video, so when they see paragraphs, they become overwhelmed. So if you're not speaking to them, it's great to use the energy of the doll, because you're still giving them the earful. So they'll receive that energy, they'll receive that understanding. And ask for what you want. Listen, I want to get married. I think by next year, 2022, February, March, I want to get married. Do you think we could do that? Do you think we could come to this date? And then declare it. Write a date. I would get a paper and write down, I declare that by X day, I will have my wedding. Or you could script it. Script it every day. I am truly happy and grateful that by X day of 2022, I am married. I bought this beautiful dress. Get pictures of your dress. I teach you this through all my scripting and journaling videos. You can go back and look at them. And you could even add, your little doll around the wedding, giving that energy to this beloved energy, so he could feel it. Oh, I want to get married. Oh, she's dying for you to get married, because unfortunately sometimes either they're not listening to you or they're not ready. So the doll holds a lot of power. And I know I don't have to tell you this, first because I've been using this for my entire life and I know it works. And then I send it to you guys and then you're like, oh my gosh, it works. So there's a lot of frequency and energy when working with these powers. Now, when you get it, I will also send you extra ribbon. For the same reason that you will be using whatever is on here, you get extra so you could add more energy. Another thing that I tell you to do is put the doll under your pillow so they could sleep, they could feel the energy. So it'll acquire like lucid dreams, visions, signs, confirmations. Sometimes when we don't automatically see results, spirit will send you like little signs to confirm that they're working on your behalf. So you'll get nostalgic smells. Somebody told me they heard like randomly a song that they were dedicated. Another person told me that they had a certain dream. So everybody gets different signs according to, what they need and what, confirms to them. Oh my gosh, this is about this. I've had people see names on name tags are like, oh my God, that's my beloved's name. So just like be open to seeing the different signs that spirit sends you. And when they send you these signs, that is their way of saying, hey, guess what? I got you. I'm working, over your energy and over what you're trying to manifest. Okay, hang in there, have patience. One of the things that I always get in the readings, it is all about divine timing. As humans, we know that time is very precious to us here, so we want things yesterday. In the spiritual realm, time is infinite, doesn't really exist, so things work a little slower. So yeah, you'll get the doll like this. I will usually send you like oils and candles to give it more energy, but the best energy that you could give it is yourself. Is by treating it as it was a the person, giving that energy. How would you act? What would you tell it? And all that gives it extra energy. So yeah, I hope this has brought you a lot of insights. Don't forget to comment below if you have like a question or whatever. Comment and I will of course fill you in. You have a beautiful night.